Gentlemen, I want you to remember that things can change very quickly for you. Just like that. And what may currently feel like a terminal situation, you're going through something very difficult right now, and you just feel like, when is it going to end? I've been dealt one bad card after the next, one L after the next, and sometimes you get 5 L's back to back. 5 losses, 6 losses back to back. You get fired, your car breaks down, your girlfriend breaks up with you, someone you know got run over. I mean, loads of things could go wrong back to back to back. Murphy's Law suggests that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and usually at the worst possible time. You know, as Jim Rohn said, Murphy was not one of the positive speakers of the time, right? But it can often feel like there is just no end in sight. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. But I want to remind you that there is. Eventually, things will get better. What I don't want you to do is prolong your suffering unnecessarily. I don't want you to prolong your suffering unnecessarily. Key word, unnecessarily. It's one thing going through a tough time. It's another thing making it tougher for yourself by talking down to yourself in a derogatory manner. Right? Yes, you may have done something wrong which led you to where you are right now. Learn from it, absolutely. But do not go down this dark road of just negative self-talk. This way you ensure that you continue to feel like crap. You go through a breakup. Yes, you made mistakes. Every single one of us here made a mistake in our breakup that led to it occurring. Nobody, was perfect, right, in their breakup. As much as you may believe she was the problem, there were probably things that you did that led to the breakup. Absolutely there was. So learn from it, but don't go down this dark road of believing that you're not worthy of receiving love, that you're just a horrible human being, that, whatever that thought may be, do not empower it by holding on to it for too long, by continuing to speak about it. You're not a horrible person. Otherwise, she wouldn't have got with you to begin with. Remind yourself of that, right? There was something about you that she really liked. A breakup occurs as a result of a breakdown in communication, in understanding. There's usually a breakdown in conflict resolution as well. I mean, that is what I believe determines the success of a long-term relationship, the ability to resolve conflicts in the healthiest possible manner. Either you decided not to resolve conflict in a healthy way, or maybe she did, right? There was something to learn in that breakup. There absolutely was. And that's what I want you to do. Grow through what you go through. I'm going to say that again. Grow through what you go through. Learn from the experience. Get better as a result of that experience and move forwards. And go into your next experience with newfound wisdom. And it will get better. You may feel like it won't, but believe me, time heals. You got to let time take its course. You have to. You're not going to get back to how you were within a week. But time heals. So gents, do not prolong your suffering unnecessarily. Whilst you are hurting, continue to show love to yourself. How do you do that, you may ask? By doing the things that reflect self-love, such as working out. When you work out, you are engaging in an act of self-love. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for you, for your own benefit. So continue to do more of that. Continue to work out. Continue to do the things that advance you in life. Working on your side business, right? Learning an instrument that you really enjoy learning, right? Continue doing these things for yourself. But whatever you do, do not sit in despair and allow that despair to grow and grow and grow. Because getting out of it is like getting out of quicksand. It becomes very difficult, right? The more damage you do to yourself, the more difficult it is to undo that damage, right? If you've gained a couple of pounds of fat, no biggie, right? But if you've gained 40 pounds of fat, well, you've got a much bigger issue to deal with here. And you're going to have to do a lot more work to undo the damage that you did to yourself. Okay, whatever you do, remember this. You've got you for the rest of your life. You are the person that will spend the most amount of time with you for the rest of your life. So make sure you take care of this person. You know, Jordan Peterson had a very famous line many years ago. He said something along the lines of, look at yourself like somebody you are responsible for caring for. Right? You are responsible for taking care of you. So make sure you take care of you to the best of your ability, regardless of what you go through. Just tell yourself this: I'm going to grow through this experience. I'm going to get better as a result of this experience. I refuse to become worse. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Just refuse to get worse. I refuse to get worse. I'm going to make sure that this experience improves me. This breakup improves me. This sacking from my employment improves me. I'm going to derive a benefit from this. I'm going to get better as a result of this. I'm not going to become worse. I'm going to take care of me. Okay, gents? Do not neglect yourself. Support yourself. Things will get better. As much as they may not feel like that right now, they will. Believe me, they will. Yes, I'm sure every single person on here who's been through a breakup has at some point reflected and thought, wow, man, I thought it was the end of the world, but look at me now. I'm enjoying my life. I found a new woman, for example, or whatever it may be for you, right? You're fine. You're here. There's a great saying, you have survived 100% of your bad days. And I know that because you're here. You have survived 100% of your bad days. Your success rate is 100% because you're still here. So you grew through this experience. You're on the other side. And you know what? Life will throw another difficult situation your way. And you're going to grow through that as well. Have that mindset. You know what? Whatever life throws at me, I will figure out a way to grow through that experience. It's inevitable. We're going to get difficult circumstances. We're going to receive bad news. But you know what? It's all about how you respond in those situations. That's what determines whether you become better as a result of that experience or you don't. It's how you respond in that situation. Look at it from a constructive perspective. Do not go down the destructive route of becoming your number one enemy, of talking down to yourself, of calling yourself a loser, this, that. No, that is not conducive to your long-term success. Negative self-talk will not serve you. It will suffocate you. It will completely break you down. Okay? Things will get better. Remember that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. Comment, let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. See you in the next video.